to all the Tridandi Sannyasigan, to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis in the assembly, I offer my Dandavat pranams. So, the next person that Dattatreya learns from, the next guru that he receives information from, is the serpent. And the serpent, he learns to wander alone, live alone. The serpent, when he is living in the forest and he is moving here and there, basically he is completely dependent on whatever is provided for him as food. A serpent has no hands, no legs, no way to obtain any food, no way to obtain any sustenance, except what happens to come in his path. As he is moving in his path, then any animal which comes within his path, as opportunity presents itself, as it's provided, then he has a chance to get a meal. And if nothing is provided, then he remains.
It is for python,
Python.
not for snake.
Oh, different snake.
He lives alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I got the two snakes confused. Yes. This snake, what he does is he stays alone. And sometimes this snake, he wants to find a place to stay, to be protected from the elements. So when the snake is moving here and there, he will see that sometimes certain rodents, like mouse, rats, and others, they will create holes in the ground. When they create those holes in the ground, snake just takes advantage. He comes down in that hole, and he lives there, and then he becomes protected from the elements. So this story is an example about the sage, about someone who is living in simplicity in Krishna consciousness. A person who has given up his desire for activities within this material world. And like the arrow maker, is trying to remain one-pointed in the practice of Krishna consciousness, who is trying to absorb himself always in the taste of the different rasas of Krishna consciousness and develop his spiritual consciousness. So that person, he will not try to work hard or to endeavor to create a home or to create any place for himself. He knows that there are already, by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so many persons who are working very, very hard. And they are producing so many homes and so many facilities. And if he remains one-pointed in his Krishna consciousness, these facilities will become available to him. There's one story that's on the video of my Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, walking in this beautiful park in Los Angeles. So he is walking in the park, and he's saying, just see, all the engineers had to work very hard. They had to develop a great plan to put up all the trees, all the roads, all the different facilities in the park. And so many people had to work hard and pay taxes, and government had to spend so much money to build and construct this place. Everything has been provided. I have done nothing, but I am walking in the park and enjoying. He said, so, a sage will be like this. One who is in Krishna consciousness, he will let others work very, very hard who are attached to material sense gratification. They will work very hard. They will create so many facilities, and then the sage will come and engage them in Krishna service.
What is makadi?
Spider.
Oh. You. Spider. You. No, you. Huh? You know, don't know? Eh? And that what? Achut? Madhvakran? Sajan Maharaj. Sroti Maharaj.
Soji Maharaj.
You.
First of all, I offer obeisances to Gurudev, to Dandi Vaishnavas, ladies and gentlemen. So the next Guru on the list of Sri Dattatreya is the spider, the Makri. So his activities are very wonderful, just like the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, or a liberated soul. So the spider web comes from the spider. It is not different from the spider. And the spider moves on the web up and down, but never becomes entangled within the web. And after the time is finished, then the spider dissolves the web back into himself, remaining in an unchanged position. Therefore, the spider is like the Supreme Lord. The creation comes from within him, within his own energies. Therefore, it is not separate from himself. The Supreme Lord comes to this world in various incarnations and moves within this world, but is not entangled in the activities of this world. And after everything is destroyed, only he remains. In Chatushloki Bhagavatam it said, Aham evasak evagri nanigat sadasat param tat pasyat yad itacha yovasesa asmi aham. Krishna says to Lord Brahma, O Brahma, before there was anything, there was only me. What you see now in the creation is me itself, and after everything is dissolved, only I remain. Also the liberated soul, he is also like a spider, in the sense that he's moving this world, interacting with many different persons, many different situations, but he always remains completely unattached to it.
Bringi. प्रेम प्रयोजन छोड़ दिया जाना.
Om Gyanatimarandhasya Gyanandanaslakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. So Srila Gurudev ordered me to speak about what lesson Dattatreya has learned from the Bringi, from the wasp. So it's described in the Shastra that the wasp is searching for some prey, and it chases a small insect called telkata, means a oilstone worm. So there's a stone, and in the stone there's a small hole, and the worm is hiding inside that hole in order to escape the attack of the wasp. So the wasp comes right up to the entrance to the hole, but he cannot get inside in order to eat or attack that worm. And the worm is in the small hole, and his entrance, his exit, his escape is completely blocked. And all he can hear is really loud. And he's terrified. He's completely terrified. But what happens? In Srimad Bhagavatam it is stated, Kita pesaskrita rudha kudayam tamanusmaram sambrambabaya yogena vindate tat sarupatam. When that small worm is terrified, completely absorbed in fear of the wasp, he becomes so absorbed in fear of the wasp that he transforms gradually and becomes himself a wasp. So there have been different explanations. The scientists say that the wasp stings him and plants the eggs inside, and then they grow and he hatches out. Srila Prabhupada, in his purport, he explained that worm, he's so absorbed in thinking of the wasp that he dies and then next life must become a wasp. But in any case, the teaching is that whatever one's mind is absorbed in, then one will become like that. So Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he explained, Krishnam smaram janam chasya prastam nija samihitam tatkatara chaschaso karyadvasam brajay sada. One should always engage the mind in remembering Krishna, but not alone, Krishna along with his associates. Selecting one very dear, intimate associate of Sri Krishna, one should constantly engage in remembrance of them and how they serve Radha and Krishna, and constantly hear katha about that associate. And if physically, or if not physically, at least in one's heart, one should always reside in Vrindavan. And by gradually coming to the platform of absorption, then one will become like the associate one is remembering. So in Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna also explained that yam yam vapi smaram bhavam chadyatyanti kalevram, that whatever one remembers at the time of death, he will attain that state. So if our life is spent remembering mundane material personalities and so on, then in the next life we will take birth and become like them. And if one is, as Bharat Maharaj remembered a deer and became a deer in his next life. But similarly, if one will spend his time, her time, day after day, remembering the associates of Sri Krishna, at the end of this life, one is sure to become an associate of Sri Krishna. So this is the lesson that Dattatreya learned from the Bringi.
Then in the end, Dattatreya, that my body is myself. You can.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। So, in the continuation of 24 Gurus of Dattatreya, although Dattatreya is not an ordinary human being like ourselves, is incarnation of Vishnu and came in this world in son of Atri and Anusuya Devi. So Dattatreya teaching not for himself, he is teaching us how we can advance in Krishna consciousness. If we attach in this physical body, this body is not permanent, it is temporary and perishable. You want or not, one day we have to give up this body. So we are like refugees in this world. So we have not any permanent resident green card or neither passport. So we have to give up one day. So if we are too much attached, then we have to suffer in so many ways. Like in our body, so many senses. Like we have heard as before, so many living entity, they spoil their life due to only one sense. Like deer, he attached towards sweet sound. Fish spoil his life for sweet taste. Moth spoil his life due to good, nice beauty. And elephant spoil his life due to skin, touch, in so many ways. But human beings, all his senses, like is omen, one on omen. Like if any king has so many omens, they are pulling their own side. He was one omen, one queen want to control king, another queen want to control king. Like this way they are pulling always. They are not looking the king happiness. They want their own sense gratification. In same way, our body have so many senses. 5 Gyanendriya acquiring knowledge and 5 karmendriya to do some activity. So all are pulling towards their own sense gratification. So you have to be careful. After that, he is telling to Yadu Maharaj for the whole world that what is the utility of this human body? Labdha sudurlavam idam bahusambhamante manusam arthada manittam apiya dhira turnam jatidna pate donumit javat nissesaya visaya phalu sarvatasyat. Labdha sudurlavam idam bahusambhavante. This human body is achieved after, first of all, the human body is extremely rare. We have heard other day that 8.4 million species, among them human being only 400,000. So that is less quantity, not like other living cells like animal, birds, not like that. Very less. And moreover, it's achieved by grace of Bhagavan. We are not did so good job that we can obtain human life. But Bhagavan mercifully gave us one chance. If we misuse this chance, we have to suffer again. Like other day, so Prem Prajanpu was telling, and Gurudev has given this example so many times. Like one beggar entered in a country, and the country was a very big wall, like China wall. So he entered and knocked, Radhe Sam means give me some alms. No one is coming there. So then he is touching his one hand on against the wall and another hand stick, because he's blind, could not see, and moving around. When the door has come out, is there some scratching? He scratched, and in the meantime, door have been passed. There is 84 miles. That means, what is that? 804 million thousand species. So it travels so many species. Bhagavan gave us mercifully human life, but we misuse. What the scratching? That means we involve ourselves in sense gratification and not use our human being properly, so we have to suffer again. Labdha sudurlavidam bahusamavante manusam arthadam anittam apiya dhira. Only by human body you can do Krishna consciousness, not by others. Even in Srimad Bhagavatam it mentioned, especially in this Dhanakali, even the demigods want to take birth in this world, material. Why? They can do Krishna consciousness. Even being heavenly planet, what to say about other higher planet or lower planet, not possible to do Krishna consciousness. You can do Krishna bhajan only this material world, because this material world is sadhan bhumi, karma bhumi. Bhausambhavante manusam arthadam anittam apiyadhira. And by these human beings you can do only Hari Bhajan. For other living beings, other species, there you can get Ahara Nidra Bhayamaithunancha. Means eating, sleeping, mating and defending is common to all living entity. But what is the speciality of human beings? If we engage ourselves for all these things, then we are foolish or not here. Turunam jatidna patid anumrittu javat. Unless until our death is not coming, before that we have to engage ourselves for Krishna consciousness. In these circumstances, our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Kesava Goswami Maharaj, has narrated one story about Labdha Sudurlamamidam. Once, one very big seminar was going on between human beings and animal. Animal told, we are qualified and we are more superior to the human beings, and human know we are superior. Then for human being, they choose their leader as an attorney because they can do very good argument. And from other side, the animal, although lion is the king of animal, they choose a boar. Boar, wild boar. Pig. So now discussion was going on. Human being told that the attorney that we are qualified than other beings. The pig told, how come? Then the attorney replied, we are taking every day very nice food stuff. Sweet rice, rasmalai, pakodi, kachori, so many nice things. Then the pig began to laugh. Seeing his laughing, all animals began to laugh. like lion and tiger roaring, elephant trumpeting, all this is going on. Well, how come? Oh human being, oh that you are attorney, what you are doing, you could not eat anything fresh thing. But what you are making, it first from farm to came market, then you purchase, you store in your house, like the thing you sugar to make sweet rice. You have need rice, milk and sugar and other thing, but no one can you get you fresh thing. It comes so many process, then become stale, not fresh at all. But when you passing, then I can take the fresh food, no stale at all, and you have to not store in fridge even also. The second point the attorney raised, oh, we can sleep in air-conditioned room, jalop mattress, so many facilities, especially in age of science. The board told, okay, whatever you may do, but we have so many problems. But we can sleep in a drain. We have no fear for any infection. If you sleep there, you may got infection and your body will be problem and you have to go to hospital, maybe enter in the coma. But we have nothing. We don't care for any infection, other things. So we are superior. Then the human being told that you have so much fear. If you take on stick, you'll run away. The pig told, no, we are not so much fearful. You are more fearful than us. The attorney asked, how come? Then he told, listen, we have, sometimes we may quarrel with each other with our paws or our mouth there. That's an abnormal then, more than that. And you guys are doing so much thing, you are making atom bomb, nitrogen bomb, so many things. Why? Because you are so many fearful. We are not so much fearful. Moreover, you are earning so much money, millions and billions and trillions dollars, and you are storing in bank, and you are not scared for that. You are thinking that dollar is dollar, brighter than solar, and cooler than lunar. Dollar is dollar. If you have dollar, then you will be scholar. If you have no dollar, then you will be fuller. This is a philosophy. But we never earn any money, not deposit in bank. But listen, you are incoming so much money, and when you keep in bank and take it out for some reason, if any decades came to know, they'll shoot you down and take you all money. So we have not such kind of fear.
Thank you.
And moreover, we are living forest here and there, and you make your house, then security system, you have done so many things, you are not doing all these things. Then the attorney told, we are enjoying sense gratification so many ways. Then he told, okay, but you can produce one child a year, sometimes twins. But I am producing so many child at a time, so we are superior. Then attorney told, okay, but we can do Krishna bhajan. You cannot do so. Then by this point they got defeat. So getting human beings, human body, if you are not doing bhajan, then we are tailless and hornless animal, not more than that. Hare Krishna.
Then Krishna told that Jadu Maharaj heard all these things. And after that, Dattatreya went on further going here and there, very happy. And what became of Jadu Maharaj? At once detachment from worldly desire came. And he also left this world, royal palace and his relatives and all, and went to forest to do bhajan. So if anyone hearing all these 24 gurus' teachings, what should be the fruit? Detachment. And even detachment is not coming, then he's like animal. So we should learn all these things. And then Krishna began to tell that in this world and in heavenly planets really no happiness. In this world, we are realizing this, that what we want in this world, money, prestige and everything, after death, nothing is there. Like dream, no happiness at all. And in Swarga, Indra and other demigods drinking somras means amrita, nectar. But even they are immortal, they are not immortal. They have death. And again, birth and death and birth and death. So, we should understand these things. One day you must be old. You cannot enjoy anything in old age. So many ropes and everything. So, you should know Guru, the Swarup of Krishna. क्या
गुरु कृष्ण रूप और शास्त्र
हाँ गुरु कृष्ण रूप हम शास्त्रे प्रमाण शिक्षा गुरु के जानो
कृष्ण स्वरूप
कृष्ण स्वरूप
गुरु रूपे कृष्ण कृपा करन भक्त जने
साक्षात हरितेन शास्त्र रुक्तः तथा भाव्यत एव प्रभोर्य
दियेव तस्य वंदे
So you should obey Guru. Don't make him displeased. Always obey. And try to serve with your whole life and everything. You should do Seva. First bhakti is this. Srila Rupa Goswami has told 64, among them 10 about Guru. Guru Padasya and everything. And then give up alasya, laziness, pramad. And you have dridha anurag in the lotus feet of you. Very strong
deep attachment
detachment in Guru Charan. Don't criticize anyone. Never. Otherwise their bad quality will come to you. Don't also praise them. Worldly praise is nothing. And you should be detached from worldly things, and thus you will be happy. Without sadhu sang and guru seva, without obeying him, you cannot progress in this devotional life. Then again Krishna began to tell Baddha, Mukta and Bhakta. 3. बोलो तो
drama আছে
ठीक है यही लास्ट
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. First of all, I offer my thousands obeisances, lotus feet of Srila Guru Padma. All present, all sannyasis, all Vaishnavas, mothers and sisters, please accept my Dandavat pranams. We hear so very nicely Hari Katha. So Sri Krishna spoke to Uddhava when he wants to go to that transcendental place in Nitya Dham. At that time, also Uddhava when came, then Sri Krishna told, "Oh my dear Uddhav, you can live after me in this world, and you can manifest Sanatana religion." Then he was crying, and he told, "How can live? How can control my senses in your separations? And how can control my knowledge, heart, everything?" Then Sri Krishna spoke these things, these teachings. Anyone they control by the knowledge, and so also Dattatreya, he learned from 24 Guru. So you can learn these things. After then, Kalena Jarasam Gata. So Uddhav always served to Sri Krishna whole life. Whole life he served. He is not old, but always same to Sri Krishna. Very good sign. But he never left to Sri Krishna, always weeping for Sri Krishna. That time Sri Krishna gave this instruction. After then, when Uddhava asked to Sri Krishna, "Oh my dear Krishna, please tell me conditioned souls, liberated souls and devotees life. How can we liberation?" At that time, Sri Krishna spoke so many kathas there. Conditioned souls. Who is conditioned souls? Neha jatkarma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate na tirtha pada sevayai jivan napi mruto hisar. Whose life, whose work, everything not offered to Sri Krishna, and no religious mood, no renunciation mood, and not serve him to Sri Krishna, they are jivan mruta. Their lives, they are going dead. They are not living in this body. Living dead bodies. So, they are conditioned souls. Always they have attachment in this mind, body, and house, family, everything. And other way, conditioned, liberated souls, always they are serving to Sri Krishna. Yaha jasya harer dasya. Karmana manasa gira nikhila swapavasthasu jivan mukta sa uchyate. They are liberated souls. They are living in body, in family life, but not here. Always they have attachment. Yaha jasya harer dasya. Always all things, whole life, they are serving to Sri Krishna, harer dasya. Yaha jasya harer dasya karmana manasa gira. His mind, his heart, his body, everything of heart to Sri Krishna serving. And whole life, whole work, everything they are serving for Sri Krishna. Nikhila swapavastasu, any time, always engaged. They call liberated souls, they have no attachment. So when we are living in this body is like one people tree. So there are two birds living. So one bird eating people fruit, and other birds laughing and watching what happening. Who is eating this people fruit? Then he is weeping and hungry, cannot eat these people fruit. So nothing there, very small, and always losing body, going health. So everything less. Then always weeping. There are super soul, Paramatma, he is living in our body. He is otherwise, so he is watching and laughing. Oh, what are we doing? But deep souls, conditioned souls, cannot listen and cannot take care. In this way, they are Bodhaji, conditioned souls, and liberated souls. There are so many devotees like Sri Krishna spoke in this world, sadhu. Sadhu's qualities, then devotees, Vaishnav's qualities, after then good premi, their quality. So Sri Krishna spoke, Kripalu akrita droha sattasara sama, nirdosh badanna mridu suchi akinchan, sarvopakaraka santa krishnaika sara, mitabhu apramatta manada amani, gambhir karun maitra kavidaksha mauni. 26 qualities. This is very good qualities. This is not ordinary quality. So all those qualities coming in sadhu's life, sadhu's heart, also in Vaishnava's life. But anyone following these qualities, Kripalu Akritadroha Sattasar Sama. Uddhava asked to Sri Krishna, how can I understand sadhu? Who is sadhu? Sadhu's qualities. How is sadhu's quality? How can I understand? Then Sri Krishna told Kripalu Akritadroha Sattasar Sama. Sadhus, they are very great, merciful. Akritadroha, non-violence, not killing others, and Sattasar, some are always speaking truth, some are always same mode, equal, and Nirdosh Vadanna Mridu Suchi Akinchan. His life no any fault, and Vadanna very kindness, Mridu very soft, Akinchan, nothing else. Always only one mood to Sri Krishna, and other way, Kripalu Agrata Dua Sattasar Sama, Nirdosh Vadanna Mridu Suchi Akinchan, Sarvopakarika Santa Krishnaika Saran, helping others, very peaceful mind, and Krishnaika Saran only takes shelter to Sri Krishna.
Akinchan.
And Akinchan, Niskinchan, no anything else, simple life and simple mood, and only takes shelter to Sri Krishna. So in this way, Mitabhu Apramatta Manada Amani. And no any desires, not eating too much. Mitabhu Apramatta Manada Amani, very careful, giving respect to others, and Amani don't want any respect. Gambhir Karun Maitra, very deep, and Karun merciful, friendship mood. In this way, Kavi Dasya Mauni, very expert, Kavi poet, and Mauni silent mood. In this way, those qualities coming in sadhu. Many persons in this world. So anyone they are following this quality. Oh, I am very happy, and they are following this. Only take shelter to Sri Krishna, but no bhajan sadhans. They are also ordinary person sadhu. They are not great person sadhu. But these qualities come everyone's life. So there, Sri Krishna told, oh my dear Uddhav, Agyayaiva gunandosam, mayadishtanapi swakam, dharmam santajya mam bhaje, swacha sattamam. They are great person sadhu, who left all desires, all religions, all things, any rules. So everything left, only take shelter me and serving me. They call Sattama, great sadhu, but they are not Vaishnava. These are Vaishnava, sadhu's qualities, but they are not Vaishnava. When will be Vaishnava? When they are taking shelter to Guru Padma, to initiations, mantra initiations, and worshipping deities, they are Vaishnava. But there are Sri Krishna told, Kanishta, Madhyam, and Uttam. So we hear from Gurudev. So Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam, there are three qualities Vaishnavas. But how they are doing? Kanishta Adhikari only worship deities, taking initiations, mantra initiations from Gurudev, but not giving respect to others, not giving respect to sadhus. So they are Kanishta Adhikari. In Vaishnava life, most important things, give him respect to others, and Vaishnava sadhus everyone. If not giving respect, then they are going less. So Sri Krishna told, Jasyatma buddhi gunape, not taking initiations, Jasyatma buddhi gunape, tridhatu ke, swadhi kalatra adisu, bhamma idyadi, jatirtha buddhi, salile na karechi janaisu abhigyesu, swayeva gokhar. They are animals more than they are donkeys. Because not giving respect to others. They have attachment in body, they have attachment in family, and everywhere they worship like stones and deities, so many things, but not taking shelter to Gurudev. And who is taking shelter and worshipping deities, but not giving respect, he is Kanishta Adhikari. So many persons, we have seen so many persons or very senior sadhus, but not give respect to sadhu. So they are Kanishta Adhikari. And when give him respect, then they are middle level Vaishnavas. Vaishnava qualities is give him respect to others. And Uttam, great person sadhu, they have qualifications. They can see to Sri Krishna's sweetness Leela and his beautiful form. In this way, they call Vaishnavas. Great person.
Very good. কালকে বললে হবে না কালকে তো কিছু রাখতে হবে
So Sri Krishna's poor, conditioned souls, liberated souls, and sadhu's qualities, but all qualities in sadhu's life come in. Who is following this pure bhakti, then their life, all gods, they are coming, and these qualities come in. Harava bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena satidhavato vahi. Who is non-devotee, only materialist mood. So there are, if have previous life good qualities, so everything finish this life. Not good qualities, so nothing, then they are falling in hell. They are going hell. So harava bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena satidhavato vahi. They are manorath. Always they are feeling and thinking so material things. They are not devotee. But devotees, when they are following bhakti, then good qualities coming in their life, then they become pure Vaishnavas. Vancha Gopatra University
महाराज जी ने कहा है आगे गुणानुदर्शन वाला श्लोक है ये साधुओं के लिए है वैष्णवों के लिए नहीं
only the symptom of santa mayavadi can be shunned.
सप्तम जो शब्द आया है ये माया दृष्टान अपनी स्वकान कृष्ण कह रहे हैं कि मेरे द्वारा जो उपदेश है उसमें भेदभाव करके
Speak in English, then often hear.
Anyhow, he has told right. Sant means all category of person, those who are not attached to this world, oh, they are all Santa. So Mayavadi also Sant, but they are not Vaishnava.
Hare Krishna. Now we'll start drama. Be ready for drama. Prior to that, there's some announcement. Sripad, Bhagavatu and other will do. Prior to that, I want to say, after fire
Sannyas Gyan, all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and our honored guests, also by the mercy of Srila Gurudev, the girls of New Braj and friends from all over the world are going to perform for you a very wonderful play of Braj Leela, the sweet pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So, please forgive us and excuse any mistake, any defect. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Dear Srila Gurudev, all Tridandi sannyasis, honored Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, all our honored guests, tonight we very humbly present this drama entitled The Sankti Ras. We beg that you will accept this drama as our offering to your lotus feet and kindly forgive all mistakes and offenses. Our drama tonight begins in the time of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the village of Jagannath Puri. It was the day of Har Panchami. At that time, many devotees were assembled together, and they became so absorbed in the pastimes of Har Panchami that the pastimes became visible before their very eyes. They saw that the dasis of Lakshmi Devi had arrested the gopis and were harassing them. Very happily they were playing horns, laughing and saying, "Hey you gopis, you work only with milk, and you want to be the equals of Lakshmi Devi? Ha! Today we will teach you a very good lesson." They began taking some of the gopis' clothing and beating them with it, and demanding tax from them. Seeing all of this, Srivas Pandit was very pleased, and he began to speak as follows.
Just see. Just see, what is in Vrindavan? The garlands, they are made of commonplace kunja flowers. And indeed, where would the gopis get good quality ornaments? All their ornaments are made simply of flowers. Their opulence is petty in comparison to that of Lakshmi Devi.
My dear Srivas Pandit, don't you know what is the nature of the gopis' ankle bracelets? Only these simple flowers are necessary to fully control the mind of Krishna. Since nothing else is necessary, their opulence is the highest.
Swarup Damodar is correct. I agree that the prem of the gopis is the highest of all. It is even higher than that of Lakshmi. And amongst all of the gopis, who is the best?
In my opinion, Srimati Radhika is the highest of all. Her prem is supreme.
How is her prem the highest?
In the Ras Leela, Krishna left all the other gopis. Taking only Radhika, he vanished. He took her in a very hidden way.
O Ramanandarai, why did Krishna take her with deception?
Krishna was afraid of the other gopis. If he had taken her in front of everyone, then Chandravali and the others would have been jealous of the prem of Radhika.
My dear friends, I don't want to hear about Krishna stealing her, because the name of the particular gopi that he took is not mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Then it could have been Chandravali or any other gopi. Please, tell us how Krishna directly considers Radhika only to be the best.
In Gita Govinda, Sri Jayadev Goswami has said, I desire to write something that has never been written before. Krishna is the supreme controller, the cause of all causes. I do not know if it is proper, but my heart is saying that if Krishna does not put his head at the feet of Srimati Radhika, she will not be appeased. I do not know if I am able to write this.
My dear Swarup, you are capturing my heart by this recitation. Please continue.
Sri Jayadev Goswami has described Basanti Ras in the beautiful springtime. All the fruits and flowers of Vrindavan have come out. All the birds and animals are singing and calling, sounding like beautiful music. Forming groups, Krishna and the gopis began to dance. Some gopis clapped their hands, others played musical instruments. Krishna was dancing very expertly with all the gopis. And in a fraction of a second, thousands more gopis appeared. Srimati Radhika, seeing that Krishna was not dancing with her only, began to exhibit her transcendental jealous anger.
naughty boy Sham is a big cheater. He's cheating me. He seems to be dancing only with me, but actually, he's dancing with everyone. It is only because of his speed and dexterity that it seems like he is alone with me. That is why I immediately left that place.
Come, Radhika, let us sit down.
Oh, Saki, why did I leave my beloved's association? He didn't leave me. I left him. If there is any unfortunate girl in the entire universe, it is me. There is no one more unfortunate than me.
Oh, Saki, please go to Radhika and tell her that Krishna is saying, I am very unhappy for you. In the future, I will never do such a thing as I did again. And she will always be happy. So now, please forgive me.
Radhika, why are you behaving like this? Leaving Govinda, you have come here. He tried to please you, but you wouldn't accept it. So why are you upset? No, Krishna is a liar. Don't ever trust him. Don't ever reveal your simplicity to him. You must remain crooked, otherwise you will never be able to have any straightforward dealings with him. He will never understand your value, so always remain crooked. Jahi Madhav, Jahi Keshav, Mahavadat Kaitavu Vadam.
Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Mavana Kaitavu Vadam, Mavana Kaitavu
Sham, Radhika was not appeased by your words. I don't know what else you can do.
How will I appease my Radhika? I know. I will play a joke on her. If I let the gopis steal my flute, then I can ask them one by one if they have taken it. Yes. When I come to Radhika and see her face to face, surely I will be able to break her man. Oh, it will be a moment of great happiness. Oh, Saki, there is nothing that I can do. So now, I am going.
Shamasundar is very unhappy. He has gone to a nearby kunj. Being in intense pain from your separation, he was not able to go any further. And now he has fallen asleep. Osaki, please, take us there so that we can see him. Osakis, our friend Govinda is fast asleep, and our supreme enemy, the flute, is hanging loosely in his hands. This is a perfect opportunity. Quickly, we must take it.
Yes, we should take it. But who will do it? Who will tie the bell around the cat's neck? Who will take the responsibility of snatching the flute from his hand?
Osakis, this is not a simple thing. His hand is like a snake. If someone approaches and tries to take that flute, that snake will bite them, give its poison, and it will never leave them. Therefore, who of us will dare to try? The only one among us who is qualified for such a task is Radhika. She is our only hope of stealing his precious flute. If all of you insist, then certainly I must try. Let us quickly tie up her ankle bells and bangles, so they will not jingle and alert Sham to our presence.
Hari, Hari. Hey! Where has my flute gone? You have stolen my flute! Hey, Saki, did you take my flute? Why would I take your flute? What can I do with a little bamboo stick? Oh, Vishaka, most dear of Radhika, are you the one who has very stealthily stolen my flute?
Hey, Madhav, I am innocent. Do not accuse me of being a thief.
But someone has stolen it. Oh, Lalita, I know that you are very clever. You are the one who has stolen my flute right out of my hand.
Oh, don't worry, Govinda. There are many groves of bamboo. Just go and make another flute.
But my flute is most dear to me. I cannot live without it. Oh, Radhika, are you the one who has stolen my flute? Shri Radhe Rani Didharo na bansuri meri Pyari Radhe Rani Didharo na bansuri meri Ya bansuri mein rani basat hai So bansuri geri chori Radhe Radhe So bansuri geri chori Pyari Radhe Rani Didharo na bansuri meri Shri Radhe Rani Didharo na bansuri meri काहे से गौरा था काहे से बजा